Here's a question now from Facebook. Question is from Billy. My wife and I just found out that we're pregnant for the first time. We're ecstatic, but we're not seeing eye to eye on choosing a pediatrician. I guess my question is, what should we look for in a pediatrician? Well, first of all, congratulations, Billy, to your new bundle of joy. And that's a great question. It's very important to choose a pediatrician that you trust. When you have a pediatrician, you're going to come to the office quite often in the first year of life. So you really want to have somebody not only that you trust, but that you feel comfortable enough with to ask what you might believe are very silly questions and you don't want to feel judged. So I encourage you to first find out if a pediatrician has prenatal visits. A prenatal visit is when you schedule an office visit before the baby comes and you come to the office, you meet the pediatrician, you somewhat interview them, and you ask the pertinent questions that you might have. You can tour the office and you can meet the staff. And I think that's a really important criteria when you're choosing a pediatrician. You also want to find out about their office hours. You want to see if those office hours actually align with you and your partner and if it's something that's realistic for you. Because, like I mentioned, you're going to come into the office quite often during the first year of life. You also want to find out about office hours, after hours. So after hours means either the clinic is open past 5 o'clock and they have something like an urgent care type of setting, or they at least have a service that will answer your questions and help guide you while the office is closed and then address your concerns or send prescriptions if needed. Another important thing to ask about is whether or not the pediatrician is accredited at a hospital nearby and if they'll come see your baby when your baby's born. We call that a newborn visit. It's not essential, but it does help when your pediatrician does come to see you within the first 24 hours of birth, just to guide you again, answer questions, allay your concerns, and see the baby in the hospital before they're seen in the office. And finally, I think it is really important to consider whether or not your pediatrician is somebody that has a flexible treatment plan. And what I mean by that is that there are many different ways to treat children, treat diseases, and treat any type of concerns. And you really need to consider the family's values and the family's beliefs when you're treating. So you really want to find someone who's not so rigid in their treatment and will be flexible with you and your partner.